Hello, my name is Dr. John Stavrakakis. I am a lecturer here at the School of Computer Science, and my specialties are 3D computer graphics, and I also know a lot about security. So the bot that is typically come across in security domain is an autonomous agent acting in a space where normally a human would be interacting with that space. So let's take, for instance, online shopping. Someone would normally visit a website, they would then go and purchase an item, and there would be some systematic process where they click some dialogues, they go through some menu items, and then they finally make their purchase. In order for one to make a bot, you don't actually need a computer science education. There are a lot of online tools available that allow you to find all the details of what you're trying to do and then implement those actions as a program. Now, I say you don't need a computer science education. Traditionally, you do, because someone would have to write that program from scratch. So in order to make a bot, first you have to figure out what the workflow is. So a bot is a very specifically targeted activity. So this online shopping example, you might be visiting a website such as Amazon or eBay or even Apple or whatever online store. They would have their menus, their dialogues in certain places on the screen. And the bot would have to know what are the locations or what are the names of those buttons. So when the web page is downloaded, the bot is searching, this is the button I'm looking for, this is the click I'm going to initiate, and then this is the action I'm going to perform next. So for someone to make a bot, they would need to investigate what are the series of actions that need to be performed to perform a task automatically. Now, to make the bot, like I said, you can find any number of online tools, and now with modern web browsers, they have built-in developer tools. So you can actually start inspecting all the code about a website. So if you visit the Nike website, you start downloading the source code, you can find out each button has its own label. This label says click to buy. This label says discount button. This field where you enter some numbers indicates some discount code. So all of these have information which someone can research and find out, and then they can throw that to either a paid developer or one of these programs you can find online. The time and cost to produce a bot depends on the complexity of the bot's activities. So you might have a bot which automatically downloads Sydney's current weather temperature every day, every hour. It's a relatively simple one. You visit the Bureau of Meteorology website, you find that data, you download it, and then you present it. Whereas buying something through a series of dialogues, buttons, menus, even verifications may take a bit more researching. So how many different things does the bot have to do? And that would increase the time it takes for the bot to perform that activity. There is also some other complexity associated with bots because now a lot of companies are implementing captchas. So a task which tries to verify if it is a robot or if it is a human. So if someone was trying to implement a bot, they would have to consider if they have to circumvent some of these mechanisms to prevent bots from acting upon those websites. So the complexity and the time varies with the project. The more detailed, of course, the more resources need to be invested. But as someone who's in the field of computer science, nothing is impossible for a bot to do that a human can't do. This is a kind of gray area. Usually in historical terms, we associate product quality with its price, but it's not necessarily true. You can buy something which is really cheap and it has a lot of durability and it lasts a very long time, whereas other high price items might actually fail quite early. Now in the software world, we have a different situation. They're not physical objects. Things don't rust. So that means they could last forever and they can perform their function. But depending on who designs it, they may have their own flaws. So some may have more bugs than others. Some may perform their task much faster than others. So for instance, one does it in 1 second, one does it in 1 millisecond. It's a huge difference.